Hey guys! So I heard that you were looking to get increases on your credit score, and you were like, I got collections, I have charge offs. How am I going to go ahead and get this increase? So I wanted to go ahead and come on today, and we are going to cover how I was able to go from, hang on, y'all, because y'all know I like to give y'all good little a good little situation. Hold on. All right. So we're going to talk about how I was able to take a client and get them this result, this result, this result, this result, and this result. So if y'all have collections, you're trying to get from the 5s to the 6s, from the 6s to the 7, stay tuned. We are going to cover what are some key things you need to do right now today to go ahead and get the desired score that you are looking for. So if y'all haven't yet, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, hit like, and drop your comments in the chat so I can go ahead and review with you. All right. We're going to go ahead and dive into that right after this. Hey, it's your girl Raquel May David, and I am so excited to be on here because I heard you say that you wanted some press, you wanted some magazine features, you wanted to be able to be streamed, and I'm here to help. So if y'all didn't know, I got offered my first TV show, and I want my audience to become your audience. So if you have an offer, I have an audience. Pull up to me in Dallas, October 11th and 12th. Secure your spot below now. Okay, bye. Hey guys. So what we were talking about, which is something that some people kind of slid in my DM about, was I only have collections and I have charge off on my credit profile. What exactly should I do if that is my situation? And I wanted to be able to go ahead and take you guys through some of the things that I personally do to my client's profile, whether they're working with me as a done for you, meaning that my company is doing the credit repair for them, or if they are working in my DIY software. So if you guys are not aware, there are two options, and my DIY software is actually only it's actually under $50 a month for you to go ahead and see the level of increases that we have gone through. So I want to cover a few things that I have heard across the board. And again, how you do credit repair is going to be different for each person. Okay. What I mean by that is there are different tactics that can be leveraged in order to support clients to get to an end result. So what I might do for my client may be successful for me and my method. You may watch other people on social media platforms and they may give you a different method to basically skin the same cat. Okay, so I want you to be able to know that this is one method that I use. I am also going to, at the end, give you guys an opportunity to partner with me if you guys want to. So make sure you hang tight. And again, if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and definitely turn on that notification bell so that whenever I do go live, if we are covering different topics, because we are breaking down step by step, what do I do for the first 30 and 60 days for my clients that have collections or charge off on the account. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to tell everyone to do, if you have not done so yet, definitely pull your credit report. The number one myth that I have heard a lot of people say is that they don't want to pull their credit report because it will impact their score. At this point, we in 2024, everybody should know pulling your own scores will not create a situation where you are going to lose points from getting your own number. In the description box below, I gave you guys an opportunity to pull all 3 credit reports from the major credit reporting bureaus. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion so that you can review. I am definitely going to advocate for you keeping a credit monitoring software. A lot of people use Credit Karma. I do not knock any software that you decide to use, but what I am going to tell you is that Credit Karma is only going to show you 2 of the 3 major reporting agencies that are out there. So you want to have a full idea of your full report so that you know what's going on with your profile. So with that being said, pull your credit report, look over the credit report from top to bottom. A lot of people, and this is just real tea that I'm dropping, a lot of people are looking at the numbers. The numbers are calculated by these 5 components, and I'm going to cover all 5 of them before we dive into how I dissect my client's profile the first 30 days. Okay, so the 5 components, hold on one second. Let me go ahead and pull up a graph because I like to show and what tell. Let's see if we can do, I like this one. This one should work. Let's see if we can visit here and pull up this image so y'all get to see what I'm talking about. I don't like that image, so we're going to go to another one. This one. So the 5 components of your score is compiled by 1, the payment history, which is 35% of your overall score. 2, your utilization, which is 30% of your overall score. And then your age, which is 15%. And the last 2 are 10% each. The last 2 are 10% each, which is your mix as well as your inquiries. I was trying to see if I had, but it's not allowing me to share. So let's keep it going because I don't want to stall y'all out today. So when I'm looking at a client's profile, I'm looking at these 5 components. Okay. So when you come into me and you have charge off and you have collections, I'm aware of what your negatives are. So now I'm looking at what are you doing moving forward to help with the positive to kind of bridge the gap and close ranks, so to speak. Okay. So if I'm looking at a client's profile and as I'm looking at their profile, I see that they do not have any open primary accounts. There are some things that I'm going to definitely suggest for them to do. One of the things that I'm going to suggest them to do is, hey, do you have a primary account that is yours? There are 2 programs that I normally suggest. I'm going to go ahead and put them here. Now, I am very much I like to make sure that while my clients are building their credit, if there are any accounts that I can get you guys that does a soft pull, which means it does not pull from the credit report, it just does the verification information, or it doesn't ding you for getting that particular account, I will go that route for my clients. And the reason that I go that route is because, again, we do know that if you do a hard inquiry, some clients can lose anywhere from 7 to 10 points, well, 4 to 10 points, depending on what it looks like for them. Now, I want to shift that narrative and make sure that you're coming out ahead of the curve when you are making these decisions and these moves, so that while you're gaining the limits and creating utilization, because a lot of the clients that I have, and this particular client that I showed you guys on my Instagram and Facebook, they had no primary accounts to begin with. So what that meant was they had no credit cards that were showing, and therefore they had no lines, which is installments. They had no installment accounts, and they had no revolving accounts either. So neither one was active for that particular client. So they're missing out on several components. So the payment history is not there because there's nothing reporting except for the negative stuff that was on there. The utilization was being missed, right? And then also their age is now stagnant. And with the fact that they had no credit mix, the big four of five components are being impacted to help them build moving forward. So some of the tools that I provide and I offer is this amazing tool called Credit AI. Now, if you guys have a smartphone, what you can do is go to your Apple store, and you can, if you have Apple, or you can go to your Google store and you can actually type in Cred AI, and you will be able to, it looks like well, for me, it looks like a horse. And they do give you a card. The card is really, really cute. It's a really thick, it looks like the American Express Black Card, y'all, just to be clear. So you put it in your wallet. It's like really, really thick. And what you can do with the Credit AI is once it verifies your name, your address and your social all matches to you, you will automatically be granted up to $1,500 of an available credit line. You do not have access to use the credit line, but every single month that $1,500 will be reported that is completely available and available to use, and it will also show on-time payment history. So if you guys are looking specifically to go ahead and set up an account that is a primary, that is not going to create havoc for you. It's not going to do a hard pull, but it is going to give you accessibility to up to $1,500. Credit AI is the best way to start. Once you verify your information, it shows on the profile. And when you log in, you guys will be able to see what it shows a statement. You'll be able to see what the balances are. Now, what you can do is link this to your actual bank account, and you can utilize this card. I love that option, especially for like my teens. So if you have like a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, you can get this card, give it to them, and then you can deposit their funds onto the card. I personally use it for, and I'm going to tell y'all a quick way that I use it. So you know how you sign up for like you sign up for 30 days for something and then they charge your account. Well, if it's a free thing, I will go ahead and utilize this card for it to go ahead and sign up. And then after I've signed up and gotten that offer, I know I want to cancel it. Instead of me having to worry about going back and canceling the item, because I use this card, and it does give us the ability to do virtual cards that only has one-time utilization or one-time usage, you'll be able to go ahead and use that card one time, and then you never have to worry about when they try to double back to go ahead and take that $9.99 that you know you don't want because you just wanted to watch that show for that one season, and then you're going to come back and try to free trial again in a couple of months when season 2 comes out. This is a way that you can leverage that. But you can link it to your bank account. You can use it outside. If you are a person that does not want a credit card, but does want security, because a lot of times people use their debit card at certain places, and then the next thing you know, their debit card is compromised, you can move the cash to this particular platform, and you would have the ability to use the cash at that time only with what's available that you add to the card. Otherwise, you can literally just get this account, let the $1,500 be reported month after month after month, and it will help build your payment history going forward. It will also help with your utilization if you have no cards at all. So it will help you in that area. And then now you're creating some symmetry. Now, that's one. The other account that I like to give everyone is let me go ahead and stop sharing here. The other account that I like to give everyone is Kick. Let me go ahead and grab my Kick information. Hold on one second. Now, Kickoff is a platform that really is helpful when you guys are utilizing it properly. So Kickoff now is willing to give you guys up to, I think it's $2,500 is what it goes to now. Now, here's why this makes a major difference for you. So when you decide to go ahead and get the Kickoff, you have the ability to go ahead and get that reported as another line that's going on your credit report. And because you're never using the full $2,500, you do get access to a portion of it, and you can basically make either monthly payments. When they originally started before, you'd have to come in every month and click on the app, but the kickoff profile actually gives you the ability to where you can show that you have a $2,500 available credit. It is a soft pull. It reports to all 3 credit reporting agencies. So again, same thing with Credit AI, win-win-win across the board. So if you are looking at your credit report and you're like, listen, I don't have any credit cards. I know I'm not going to be able to get approved right now. I know I'm not going to be able to get approved right now because of the fact that I or my balance is, or my credit score is under 500, then this is going to be the plan for you, is to sign up for the kickoff, right? It helps you build your credit, no credit check. You can literally open the account right there. And you're able to the app is very convenient. So I definitely recommend that you guys get these 2 accounts. If you have no accounts in your name, these are 2 accounts that are going to help you move forward. And the amount that you're able to go ahead and start with paying back, because they kind of help you with making on-time payments, is literally $5 a month. So this is an easy, and they can do automatic payment where it pulls it out. Now, what I do tell everyone when they're starting to sign up for these softwares, not Credit AI, because Credit AI doesn't collect any monies, right? Credit AI gives you the credit limit of the 1,500, but you have no access to it. Kick gives you access to the fund. So you have to make sure that the payments are coming out, because you don't want to run the risk of the payments not coming out and then you getting impact on the back end. Okay. So take the time. These are some 2 starter cards, no hard pull, goes ahead and verifies your name, address, social, and it gives you the approval right away. And again, it shows on all 3 of the major credit reporting agencies. So don't say I ain't gave y'all gems. Dropping it for you like it's hot. Okay. So that's number 2. So now that we have solidified getting you locked in to helping you move forward, we're going to talk about how we're going to pivot what has happened in the past. So if you guys are on my DIY platform, what I love about my DIY platform, hold on 1 second, I'm going to pull it up. Y'all know I like to share alike. Okay. Let me add this here. My DIY platform makes it seamless. It's literally 7 clicks a month that you can go into the platform and actually sign up. And I'm going to show you guys how it works in 3 steps. You sign in. You're really only paying for the credit monitoring at $49.99. The letters are completely free. The letters that you are generated not only go to the major credit reporting agencies, but it also goes to the secondary agencies that have your account, such as LexisNexis, Enovis, ARS, Clarity, FactorTrust, just to name a few. So while you guys are going through the platform, you are able to go ahead and the system is already going to select all of the negative accounts that are being impacted. And the secret to this is that when you get inside, any accounts that are not linked to an open and active credit card that are under your inquiries tab, I want you to go ahead and select that option so that there can be a letter generated specifically for those inquiries. Okay. The inquiries that are attached to an open and active account, just like for my clients, when I'm working them directly one-on-one, you do not select those accounts. I've had people say, well, I'll do it anyway. Listen, I play Russian roulette with me. I will never play Russian roulette with my client's profile. So for best practices, when you are using the DIY software, guys, do not select the inquiry that are attached to an open and active credit card or credit line. If it's attached to a mortgage and auto loan, by all means, go ahead and click the button chat. Okay. Now, once you have completed the process of sending that out, you simply download the letters and you move forward. Now, I'm going to tell you what I do a little bit differently. So the system does give you the letters organically. And of course, I use a similar system. There's sister system. So that's what I love about it. So you guys are literally getting my flow, my attack that I utilize. I'm going to tell you what makes it a little bit different. When I am processing letters for my clients, one of the things that I like to do is send out a personal information letter. Okay. The personal information letter for me pulls a few things. So let me go ahead and grab the letter for you, y'all. Give me 1 second. Boom, here it goes. Here we go. And we are going to share screen. Now, for those of, let me make it a little bigger. Boom. Let me make this a little bigger. Boom. If y'all can't see, now I'm gonna need y'all to zoom in. Okay. Let me see if I can make it any bigger. View, zoom in. Let's zoom in a little bit more. There we go. All right, guys. So this personal information letter is a letter that I send out before I start any round of attacks with my client. And here's why this is a secret sauce for me. The reason is I'm putting the actual credit reporting agencies on notice that, hey, I know the law. I know that legally, it does not matter if it's being sent from me, a third-party company, Mount Rushmore, it doesn't matter, okay? When you are going through the process of credit repair, if I send you a dispute letter, by law, you are supposed to investigate the dispute that's going out. So one of the letters I send out is this announcement letter before I even start my round. So my day one for my clients, I am set, and I give this to my DIY clients as well, so that they have accessibility to do the announcement first and also be able to hold the credit reporting agency and put them on what I like to call notice. So I'm sending out, this is my only name, and I'm putting from the credit report. If I had 7 different versions of my names on here, I'm putting all of those names on here and asking them to remove it. Okay. When it comes to the addresses, if I have 17 addresses, I'm putting the addresses on here and I'm asking for them to be removed. Employers, I'm asking for them to remove. Now, one of the things that I do add to on this list are inquiries, okay? I will send and I will add a spot specifically for my clients for inquiries when I send this notification out. That is just something, a little secret sauce that I kind of add so that I can be aggressive. Because let's be clear, sometimes it's easy to get off these inquiries, and sometimes, y'all, it's more challenging than taking food from a chunky person. And I know I'm chunky. So this letter is drafted and it gets sent out. Another thing that I do, y'all, is I will go, let me go ahead and open up a new window. And yes, don't worry about that. I got 500 windows open, okay? You ain't here for all that. You here to see what I'm trying to tell you. Another thing that I will do is I am not big on security freezes. Everyone can choose to do that. What I personally will do, though, is I will go to Factor Trust, LexisNexis, and I will go online, Clarity, and I will go online and actually print off the request or request to actually get the report. So this right here is saying, hey, let me go ahead and request a freeze. I personally only freeze if my client is having bankruptcies or liens, like liens and judgments on their file. I will go ahead and request a freeze. If we're talking about just regular collections and things of that nature, I do not specifically request a freeze. Again, that's just me. That's not what I like to do. But what I will do is order the report from that particular creditor.
Yes,
and the
ma'am,
reason is sometimes what ends up happening as we're going through the dispute process is that we're asking or we're sending off those letters to those particular companies and we don't have a file with those companies. So instead of wasting stamps and all of that, give yourself a little bit more time to do the investigation before you start the disputes. So for me, day one, I'm sending out the personal information letter with all of my remove these names, remove these addresses, remove these employers. And then I'm also sending out the request to the LexisNexis, Innovis, ARS, and those type of secondary reporting agencies and asking them for the physical report. Once I get the report back from them, that is when I start my official dispute round. So the letters that you guys generated from the software, that's when I would send the round out, because I want to make sure that if I need to include another set of letters for personal information letters, because remember, the secondary agency sometimes may have more addresses than what's showing up with the 3 major credit reporting agencies. So you want to make sure that you're doing a deep sea dive, right, on those accounts as well, because sometimes what's happening is the credit reporting agencies are only checking their database. They're not going to the actual creditors to validate or verify your information. They're checking their wheelhouse. So I want to make sure that their wheelhouse is getting disputed, as well as just sending it to them. And when I say them, I mean not just sending it to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, but also sending it to LexisNexis, which is big brother in the sky. If you've been married, if you have a driving record, if you have an arrest record, all of that information is available through LexisNexis. So you want to make sure that you're collecting those reports as you're going through to find out if the collections was also reported with those agencies, so that you can dispute with them also. So remember, it doesn't take but 2 seconds to go ahead and click order my report. You can leverage, if you've just recently got denied from a creditor, you can leverage if you got a notice that says that there's been a data breach. Now, I have had people say, well, should I freeze my profile if there's been a data breach? I definitely say, if you are concerned, definitely freeze your profile if you have been alerted with a data breach. I'm going to be honest with you. I personally just got notice that my insurance company that I'm with got a data breach, and I was like, great, I'm going to have to put the security freeze back on, right? How you move is subject to how you feel. I just want to give you guys options on how to get you where you need to go. So the first round, the first conversation when I have with my client, I'm going over what is missing from their profile, because I want to take you from Swiss cheese to cheddar. Okay. So that's the first thing that I'm doing. The second thing that I'm doing when it comes to my client's profile is I'm also going in and seeing who has their information and requesting their reports. Personal information letter goes out to the major credit reporting agencies, and a request to the secondary agencies that are listed will also show up. Once I have those 2 things, then I start my rounds of disputing to make sure that I am targeting and being laser focused with getting everything done in real time. So if you guys are wanting to get help, whether you're wanting to do my DIY program or you're wanting to get support, feel free to go ahead and reach out to me. Hold on, let me go ahead and put it in. Oh, I wanted to make sure that you guys had. Don't forget to click on the link to go ahead and sign up for kickoff. I am going to drop the links in the chat so you guys can start building. But if you guys need help, definitely go ahead and check out my site. Whether you are looking to get support with regular done for you services, I am here to help you with that. And if you guys are needing help with DIY support, every person that signs up under my DIY platform, you guys have accessibility to come into the room with me every 3rd Tuesday at 7 p.m. where we dive into the actual credit report. You can ask me questions. If you get a response back and was like, hey, Raquel, should I do something extra? You can ask me those questions organically. And if you are looking to go ahead and start your own credit repair company and you're like, listen, I just need the tea on how to get started, what's the best platform to use, where do I go to sign up? I got you. My mentorship is $37. We meet 3 Tuesdays a month, 1st, 2nd, and 4th Tuesday, because again, the 3rd Tuesday is for my DIY and my hands-on clients. And you guys can definitely go ahead and show up. let me go ahead and click here. You guys can definitely show up and sign up to get support as it pertains to starting your journey of your own credit repair company and making sure that you are in compliance. Listen, I'm not big on spending a lot on overhead. So anything that can be done for free or inclusive, that's what we want to go ahead and make sure that you guys have accessibility to. So if this has been helpful, make sure you share this with a friend. Don't forget, I'm here every Tuesday for Tips Tuesday to go over what is beneficial to help you become a beast in these credit streets. So I hope this was helpful. Go ahead and leave a comment below. We do come back and reply. And if you have any questions or concerns, we're here to help. Again, my name is Raquel May David, and I want to say thank you for letting me help you become a beast in these credit streets as it pertains to collections and charge-offs for the first 30 and 60 days. I will come back and we will talk about what I do at day 90 and day 120 so we can dive in for real. All right. Bye, y'all. Hey guys, it's your girl Raquel May David, and I am so excited to be on here because I heard you say that you wanted some press, you wanted some magazine features, you wanted to be able to be streamed, and I'm here to help. So if y'all didn't know, I got offered my first TV show, and I want my audience to become your audience. So if you have an offer, I have an audience. Pull up to me in Dallas, October 11th and 12th. Secure your spot below now. Okay.